That was a tight spot to get into. I'm kind of surprised the truck even made it over the rocks. Possibly backing in would have been easier than doing my like 6-point turn and almost hitting every tree. But regardless, we've made it in now. Before I get started with this video, I need to jump in the lake. I've been driving for the past 2 days, which I'll explain in a second. But first, we're jumping in the water. Well, I feel 110% better. I desperately needed to jump in the lake. I honestly just needed a fresh set of clothes. I should have done that yesterday, but honestly, I've just been driving, literally, for like 16 plus hours. I don't even know, actually. But we have some questions to answer, like, where are we? Where are we going? And what are we doing? So, right now, we are just outside of Kenora. As a fisherman, that is the dream, to head out to Kenora, Lake of the Woods. I seen it for the first time today. The first stop was, of course, to go see Husky the Muskie. Interesting name, but it rhymes, so it works. Yeah, that was really cool to see. I've seen in so many videos, so many people that I look up to live in this area or fished in this area, so it was very cool to just be here. Where am I going? Well, this is not the final stop. This is just the first stop. We are on our way to British Columbia, BC. This is a first for me for a lot of things, but obviously it's always been a dream to head out to the mountains as a person who loves the outdoors, camping, sleeping in a tent, in the truck, wherever. So that's where we're headed. And what we're doing is literally just this. This is it. We are driving around, stopping on the side of lakes, gonna climb some mountains and catch some fish. That's what I always dreamed of doing and have slowly been working my way towards. That's what we'll be doing for the next 30 days. This is the third day, I guess. I left Friday at 6. We're Sunday about 5 o'clock now. So yeah, it's been a long couple days. I've been spending most of my time on the road or pumping gas into this truck. I'm burning through it. So yeah, anyways, I guess we will dive into what this video was probably supposed to be about, which is the truck bed build that I am going to be living in for the next 30 days. Now, please don't judge me because I have been sleeping in this for the last 2 days, but this is the truck build. Now, if you haven't seen my old truck and truck build, I'll put a link down to that video below. I don't think I'll be able to add any footage of that to this video since that footage is 21 hours that way. But the major difference between these two builds is the fact that that one was fully built in, and also my truck cap was possibly like 16 inches higher than this one, maybe even bigger. It was a lot more roomy, which made me switch up what I was doing inside the build. But anyways, here we are. This is my home away from home. So as you can see, this is actually a cot instead of a built-in bed. Last time I had a platform built all the way across. I also had a shelf here to help support the bed. And then I had a sliding drawer built in here, and also a sliding, just a piece of plywood, which is actually the plywood reutilized right here. But I had just a total different setup, and the big thing there was, as I said, I had so much more room above that when I had this truck built in, I almost had this much space still. where now when that was built in, I had no room. I couldn't put anything really in there when I needed to. And because of how bulky that build was, it wasn't just as simple as take it out and put it somewhere due to storage issues. Like, I don't have the storage to have a full truck build just sitting in the middle of my living room. Like, it just didn't really function for right now in my life in this truck. So we switched it up entirely. We still have a drawer system here that actually still works. We slide it out, and this time we're using totes to store everything. Nothing's closed up. I could access all of this from my bed if necessary. This is really just cooking stuff anyways, so I don't really need to access it, but the option is there. Is it dialed? Not 100%. I've got pieces of plywood in between the legs here to help this slide back and forth, but does it function? Yes, it does. Yeah, and then the cot I just picked up from Canadian Tire. I forget the brand. It's a cheap cot. The original build this is designed around is, I think his name's TJ Erickson. He is out of Minnesota, I believe. And I seen his video literally like a week and a half ago. It was like, that's the answer. That's the answer I'm looking for. Funny how that works out. But anyways, it was a Coleman bed and it had a mattress pad with it. But I couldn't find that one in Canada at all, or at least in a location that could ship it to me in the time period I needed it. And then I found this Canadian Tire, $100. It was on sale. Sick. And then this is just half of the mattress pad that I was utilizing already in the truck build before. I just took it out, put a sheet around it, and now it works for this situation. Honestly, surprisingly comfortable. So I actually had that old truck build in the back of this truck, and I had slept in it a few times. And what I had found is that I felt very constricted because of the space from here to there. That's all I had. If I wanted to move around at all, there's no putting my legs down. Where now in this situation, I can just throw my legs over the side. It seems just to be a little easier to take clothes on and off while I'm back here. And all in all, it just is a more functional situation, especially when it comes to taking it apart. If I want to use my truck bed now, I literally just take the cot out, take this simple piece of plywood, it's over. That's it. Wintertime, this is gonna have my ice sled in here that takes up the entire back of this truck. Just having this situation is just going to be more suitable for my life right now. I don't truck camp quite as much as I used to. And maybe I'll actually start doing it more because I enjoy it, this setup, a lot more. So yeah, I'm rambling. We do have a problem. All right, so the problem that I'm having, that I knew I was going to have, and I've had since I bought this truck, was that you can see directly inside the truck. Now, the other night, the first place I parked, I had a light just beaming in my face. I had to put a pillow beside me in the light just to try to get to sleep, which I did eventually sleep. But this is a problem that we need to solve if we are going to be sleeping in here for 30 consecutive nights. It's a long time. And also, I feel very exposed. My bed is literally the height of the window. My whole body is exposed. If I get hot and I'm sleeping in the nude, I'm gonna catch a charge, literally. So, to fix this, we have some curtain material and some Velcro. Is it actually gonna work? I friggin' hope so. But am I confident in my ability to make this happen? Not so much. I don't know if I need to sew that Velcro on, if it's actually gonna stick to the material. That is what we are about to find out. See if I wasted $30. So this should be enough material to do both windows if I cut it in half. All right, Velcro. It says Velcro right on it. Look at that, cool. What? Okay, I have to cut it. Commencing the truck build. I don't know if that's the right word, commencing. Why would I say that? Shut up, Jake. Okay, I also want to clarify here. I have been driving for 2 days straight by myself. Regardless if the camera's on, I have been talking to myself. I did film like a couple things of going over bridges and beautiful cliff sides. But other than that, I've been talking to me. So if I sound insane, it's because I am insane. Just saying. Just want to clarify that in case y'all were wondering. Okay. First strip. Boom. Second strip. Now, this is very crucial, and I'm just gonna ram it on there. Just looking at it already, I think a third piece will be, oh, this is the wrong stuff. A third piece will be required in the center. So we are gonna add that piece right now. This potentially could stick to the carpet that's in the truck cap itself. What this does. Oh. I think that's gonna work. Okay, so I got it up there now. It does stick directly to the carpet. I'll keep the other piece just in case it starts to fail for some reason, but we'll have that on the back burner. Now, I cannot see through this anymore with my eyes or with the camera. You can't see because the tailgate is open, the light is coming through. You can't see that, but we go to the other side here. Now there is tint on these windows already, so it is gonna be dark to your eye, well, to the camera eye. So it looks pretty dark, but you can see the lake there, right? You can't on the other side, which shows me that at least people won't be seeing into my living situation. I think that is going to be the answer to my problem. Now, I think if you wanted to, you could just double this over like I'm doing right now to cut it, and you could sew that together or ask your mom kindly to sew it for you. But I don't think it's really going to be required after seeing that. I'm really just doing it so people can't see in. I'm not too concerned about light coming in from me, simply because I'm the type of person that when the sun's up, I want to be up. So there is a transport driving by. I did not expect this roadway. I did not expect this roadway to be quite as busy as it is. There's a car going by every few minutes, which is not my typical idea of camping. And everyone's like, why is this guy filming himself? You want to know why? I don't really know. What is the answer to that question? And that is about as easy as it can get. Stick on 3 more sticky pads. We've got 2 curtains. I do have to purchase another piece of cloth to do this back window here. I just kind of want to make sure it worked before I just kept throwing money at something. As you can see, that's a super simple answer to that problem. I might get some clips here to clip it to the edge of the box. But other than that, that's it. $30 fix to a pretty big problem, honestly. And as I said, simplicity is the name of the game with this build. Anybody could do this and also afford this. A cot can be utilized in so many purposes just around your home, so it's not like you're out some money and it's just for your truck. You have some company over, or maybe your kids have some friends over. You can easily use this cot anywhere, and then I mean, that material, I'm sure you could use it somewhere else, but you're not out. $30 is a super simple fix. And that's basically it. Like some totes, again, this keeps the gear in it anyways. So when you take it out and store it in your garage, it's so organized, which organization is key for these builds. Within a few minutes, I could have this taken down and put back together when I so choose. Okay, I am going to cast my rod for the first time in 2 days, and then we're gonna make something to eat. I think that's my game plan. Well, unfortunately, I didn't catch any fish there, but of course, there is some fishing to be done over the next couple of days. If you know where I am and you've been watching my videos for the past little bit, you'll know what I'm up to. But if you don't, there will be a little bit of a sneak peek by the end of the video. Anyways, I need to eat before it gets dark because it looks like everything is changing quite drastically. Tonight, what we have in store. Where is that, actually? Living at the back of my truck. All right, we are dropping everything. Are gonna rock some Taco Bell. What are these called? The Crunch Wrap Supremes. Is it an impulse buy? Probably. I was hungry. The packaging looks amazing. See if we can replicate it. We're keeping it simple. Something you can grab from the box and go. Honestly, I probably bought too many ingredients to make this and overspent, because if I do this every day, I'll be poor, like very poor by the time I get home. So I've got to be more reserved on the food spending. We've also got something else new for this this build. Drop that on the ground. Up. And it is a new cooktop. And this will be my first time opening it. Ooh. Oh no. I am dumb. Well, I've done sillier things, but this is the new cooktop. Very nice, folds up as you've seen. Beautiful thing. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. This very nice propane line, right? Goes into the thing, goes to a propane tank. Guess what I didn't pick up today? Or pack. That's just it. We have no propane for this. Very nice burner though. Very cool. Really gonna be stoked to use that one day. Not today. Oh, Jacob. Thankfully, I think ahead. We've got my classic propane in a burner. Beef. All right, we have got our Country App Supreme. Oh, it's actually pretty solid. Actually turned out really good. They're so good. That's wicked camping meal. Well, we had a little bit of a situation at the last campsite. As I was finishing up my snack wrap or Supreme or whatever those things are called, a couple just randomly walked up and started fishing. They asked, of course, but it was really random. They came from down the road. I was in the middle of nowhere. It was almost dark. They basically fished for like 15 minutes until the mosquitoes, and it got really dark out. And it felt weird. It didn't feel good. From the past I've had, I trust my intuition, and if something feels off, I make a move or I do something. I don't just sit and let it fester. I didn't feel good, so I started packing up while they were there and kind of just cleaning up. And yeah, they could have been just a regular couple and could have been nice. It felt weird. Their interaction felt weird. So I left and I drove closer to the destination I was going to start out tomorrow anyways, when I go out fishing. So, yeah, anyways, I need to get some sleep. I'll talk to you guys in the morning, but that's why this video just randomly transitions to me going to sleep. Anyways, good night. Wrong button. So many mosquitoes. Oh, all right. It is. Oh, I am just getting swarmed here. Got him. Anyways, it is the next morning. Slept pretty good. It rained incredibly hard last night, like most of the night. So I woke up on and off. There's also a train that's just around the corner. But, I mean, that's part of the game here. I feel like this video I've just been rambling so much. Just been talking. Not enough action. We're just talking and eating. Anyways. Anyways. I am probably losing my mind after sleeping in my truck for 4 days. I don't think I've ever done this. So 3 nights. I've done that for sure. But we're going to see what it's like to be on such a long trip mentally. Like, what happens when you're just living for 30 days? I'm interested to see. Anyways, guys, I am going out today to do some muskie fishing. Now, hopefully I can show you a quick clip of something very exciting right here. Oh, there's one. Oh, he tried. Got it. Oh. Anyways, I am going to go do that. So thanks for watching. I hope that this truck build helps somebody. I think a super simplistic idea is perfect for this type of lifestyle. And honestly, I find it just so much more comfortable than my previous build. So anyways, thanks for watching. And until next time, just keep going one day at a time.